Hey guys, darkmaster491 here, and this is my round 3 set versus maxdeese from the Rose Tower Open tournament during the 4th of July weekend. Alright, so let's see, this is an interesting team. They got 3 electric types: Pikachu, the Alolan Raichu, Tapu Koko. So they got a strong electric core there. Togekiss could be a good Dynamax option. I mean, they have the redirection and Pikachu. The Pikachu Gigantamax is kind of scary because I really don't want to deal with the power hacks. Like, I wonder what their counterplay would be to Colossal Dragapult, because I'm thinking they expect me to lead with that. Like, I don't really want to just go lead with Dragapult Colossal game 1, but it is an option for maybe like game 2, or if it goes to a game 3, then maybe I could bring Colossal later on. For now, for game 1, I'm going to go with Urshifu Dragapult and see what my opponent's counterplay to that is. I mean, yeah, they don't have any water or ground type Pokemon. Right, I mean, Pikachu could have Max Geyser. So, yeah, that's an option. I think I'll go with the Dragapult Urshifu for now. I mean, they probably don't Dynamax Pikachu if I... well, depending on what they lead with. But I definitely think if I lead with the Colossal, then they'll probably just max Pikachu and bring Togekiss Pikachu. Okay, so yeah, I kind of figured maybe they would lead with the Pikachu Togekiss. And if I led with Dragapult, they'll probably just go for the Follow Me and Max Geyser with Pikachu, or they could go with the Gigavolts. I forget the name of that Gigantamax move. Gigabolts Havoc or something. The G-Max move that Pikachu gets. But yeah, I really don't want to deal with power hacks. So I mean that would be kind of scary if they actually Gigantamax the Pikachu. But I feel like my opponent might just Dynamax. They could still Dynamax the Pikachu. I feel like Togekiss might be a stronger D-Max option for them. So they might go for the Togekiss Dynamax, I'm not sure. I mean, Pikachu gets access to Fake Out, so they might go for the Fake Out and Airstream play into Urshifu, but yeah, I don't want to play too defensive. Because I mean, they could decide not to do that. They could hard switch into something, go for the max Airstream, and then yeah, it's gonna be harder for Urshifu to do stuff. I mean, might as well not play defensive because I don't really know if they're gonna actually, you know, they could threaten with the Fake Out, but doesn't mean they'll actually go for it. So let's see what they okay, they went for Fake Out. Okay, I mean that's fine. I knock out the Pikachu Max Phantasm, and Togekiss is at -1 defense. The only problem is I lost Urshifu for free, which is not ideal, but it's what it is. Let's see, they probably just go for Airstream. I don't think they Starfall to, yeah, get rid of Urshifu. Because you have to respect the fact that Dragapult could go for the Phantom Force. But I mean, that doesn't really do much for me, so I mean, may as well max Dragapult. But you know, you don't really attack into Dragapult just in case Dragapult goes for like Phantom Force, because otherwise you're losing a max turn. And then Urshifu would still be on the field. But alright, I can put on some Fake Out pressure of Incineroar. Okay, they bring out Kartana. I don't know if the Kartana has Detect or what kind of Kartana that is, but most Kartana have Assault Vests. But I mean, if it has Detect, then could be like Focus Sash. I'm just gonna go for Phantasm and Flare Blitz into Togekiss because I'm gonna expect the Kartana to go for Detect, or maybe he switches out the Kartana. Well, I don't really know if he can switch into anything decent enough to tank both of my Pokemon's attacks, but yeah. Okay, so well ready, went for the detect, and Togekiss is gonna do something. Maybe a max Starfall. Okay, so this Togekiss doesn't have enough speed to outspeed the Dragapult, so that's a good thing. And yeah, I'm gonna lose Dragapult. Critical hit. I'm not sure whether that KOs, whether that crit matters or not. But I mean, Togekiss is pretty strong, so maybe it didn't matter. I mean, if it did, then I imagine Dragapult would have lived at in the red. I don't know how much that does to D-Max Dragapult. Just know Togekiss is pretty strong, so it probably didn't matter. Okay, so we knock out the Togekiss. That's the important part. Now I got Rillaboom in here, and they already used D-Tech, so I could go for Fake Out Flare Blitz into Kartana, but they could go for the double protect, so might be better to just go for the Fake Out into the Tapu Koko. They set up the electric terrain, but they are faster, so my Rillaboom's gonna get the terrain, so that's good. The grassy terrain. I still don't know the item in the Kartana, but I mean, maybe it's not Focus Sash. I don't know for sure, but I mean, I just feel like my opponent's gonna go for the double protect, because why not? So might as well just like go for like yeah, have Rillaboom go for the Fake on this Flare Blitz Kartana, and they don't get a double, then they lose Kartana, and should be game. At least Tapu Koko is not gonna do any damage. Okay, so they tried for the double, but failed. I mean, if they got the double, then I could just knock it out next turn. I mean, they probably double up into Incineroar though. That's the only issue. But yeah, it's definitely worth it to just Fake Out the Tapu Koko in that situation, because yeah, if they did get the double, and if Incineroar somehow survives the double up the following turn, at least it wouldn't have taken the extra damage this turn. So yeah. I mean, I'm not too sure, but actually, if it got a double protect, there's a chance I might have lost this game. But yeah, thankfully they didn't get the double. I mean, if my Incineroar had the berry, that would be great. Like if my Incineroar had Citrus Berry, that would actually be pretty useful for that end game. But yeah, that's Shuka Berry, so no Citrus Berry. Yeah, it's kind of rough. With some situations, actually kind of nice to have Citrus Berry instead of Shuka Berry, but I mean, Shuka Berry's useful versus opposing Landorus and other ground types. Then I can Parting Shot out, so yeah, Shuka Berry and Incineroar is pretty good. Let's see what they go with for game 2. I mean, imagine they could leave with the same thing, but just make some adjustments to their game plan. I mean, they could try to just go for Max Starfall on a Dragapult, but again, you know, if I go for like Phantom Force, they're taking that risk. So I don't know, that's just risky in my opinion, but they could try to go for that, just go for the Max Starfall on a Dragapult turn 1 instead of the Max Airstream. Which would also cover the possibility of me using Detective Urshifu. Yeah, I think I'll just go with these 4 again. And I will readjust for game 3. I mean, I could go with Colosso, because I mean, they don't really seem to have a straightforward answer to Colosso. I mean, there's Pikachu that could have Max Geyser, and of course the G-Max move, which causes paralysis to both my Pokemon. Gigavolt Crash or whatever it's called. I forget the name of the Gigantamax Pikachu move, but yeah. That's honestly the scariest part of this battle, is the Pikachu going for the Gigantamax move. But I mean, honestly, as long as Togekiss is Dynamaxing, like, I don't have to deal with power hacks or anything like that. I, like, just don't want to deal with that. Because that's, like, an absolute nightmare. Because, like, say, there's that possibility I could get power hacks every single turn and then just lose the game off of that. Like, that's what I don't like about playing stuff like Gigantamax Pikachu. Yeah. Just power hacks is just really scary. Okay. I think we make the same play. I'm just gonna go for Max Phantasm. Get rid of the Pikachu. Because you never know, they could Gigantamax Pikachu instead. And if Togekiss like goes for Protect and they get greedy, then yeah, just get rid of a Pokemon for free, so might as well just go for it. But I'm pretty sure they just Dynamax Togekiss again. I feel like they might expect me to detect with Urshifu, so I'm just gonna I'm not going to go for detect. Like, I don't really want to play it safe because playing it safe can cost you games. But I don't know. Yeah, they're gonna go for Fake Out again. I guess it looks like I'm gonna lose Urshifu again. Okay, unless they actually targeted Dragapult with like Max Starfall. I mean, that's an option. Like, crit doesn't matter because Pikachu has like trash defenses. But yeah, it hits pretty hard though because of that Light Ball item. Max Starfall. Okay, so let's see if this picks up the KO again. Okay. Crit or no crit? Wow, that's without a crit. Yeah, I had a feeling the crit didn't matter in the last game and I was right. Okay. Ouch, that's rough. Yeah, losing Dragapult turn 1 is definitely not ideal. Okay, so Sash broken and I lost my max turn 1. That's pretty bad. Don't know if I can win this game then. I mean, Togekiss is at -1 defense, but it's Dynamax, so Surging Strike's not gonna do enough. I'll do what I can. Tapu Koko. I see, last game I didn't go for the Fake Out play. I don't know. I mean, maybe they expect me to not make the Fake Out play again, but I kind of have to go for Fake Out here. I mean, I really don't think I'm going to win this game, but I mean, might as well just play it out. I could even scout to see if the Tapu Koko has Protect. Well, it doesn't matter because, I mean, like, they're in front of an Urshifu, so you can't Protect in front of an Urshifu's attacks anyways. So there's no point in protecting. I mean, not that Togekiss would go for Max Guard, but that's an option. You can Max Guard and block Urshifu's attacks, but they don't need to. They can just probably survive both hits. And yeah, they go for Max Airstream. See, they might Max Airstream Incineroar. And then they could go for Max Airstream into Urshifu the following turn. So yeah, I'm not going to even bother going for Detect. I guess next turn I could Detect. But I mean, Urshifu would still be taking so much damage from the Max Airstream, even if I Detect, yeah. Okay, so who's taking this hit? Oh, Incineroar, okay. Took it pretty well. Yeah, at least it didn't get crit, but yeah, Incineroar's gonna be gone soon. Yikes. Yeah, this is a problem because they can easily knock out Urshifu and then Incineroar is just taking so much damage. Like, I really need to preserve Incineroar for the Kartana. Really needed to preserve the Incineroar. Detect and Flare Blitz maybe? That's the only option I can think of. I mean, they're probably just gonna go for max airstream into my Urshifu. Gonna detect anyways. Okay, so Dazzling Gleam. I don't know if that picks up the KO on Urshifu. It might. But I feel like maybe they just go for airstream into Urshifu anyways. Okay. I thought they might target the Incineroar, but not much I can do. Might as well just make that play and knock out as many Pokemon as I can. Probably not gonna happen in this game, honestly, but yeah, I'll just give it a go and just see if I can get as much information as possible for Game 3. I mean, I know the Kartana is not Focus Sash, but I don't know the item on it. Would be nice to know the item. I mean, they might just switch in a Kartana just to finish the game off on a 3-0, but see, I have Rillaboom in the back. I'm just gonna go for the obvious Aqua Jet and switch in Rillaboom. There's not much I can do here. Because this is exactly the situation I wanted to avoid, is Incineroar being low on health, and yeah, now it can't beat Kartana, so kinda wish Rillaboom had like superpower or something to beat Kartana, but yeah. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with a better game plan for Game 3, because literally, like, all they have to do to win Game 3, if I go with the same leads, they can just go for the max Starfall again into Dragapult, or they decide to make a different play. I really don't want to play these mind games with that lead. So, I'm probably gonna consider bringing Colossal Game 3. Could lead with Dragapult Colossal. But that would mean they're gonna max Pikachu. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, if they lead with the same Pokemon. Okay, I think we just go for the only thing I can hope for is for a Grassy Glide crit onto Tapu Koko. Just so I can keep Incineroar alive, and man, I wish my Incineroar had Protect. Because then I could, like, if I got a crit Grassy Glide, I could protect Incineroar and just try to get some damage of wood. It's not really going to do anything to Kartana anyways, like X4 resist. Okay, I also want to see if Tapu Koko has Protect. Because I don't know what kind of Tapu Koko this is. Okay, here we go. I'll Grassy Glide again. Just to scout and see if it has Protect. And I get more information for Game 3. Okay. Grassy Glide. Goodbye Tapu Koko, and there's a Smart Strike. Okay, so Smart Strike, Detect, probably Sacred Sword, and there's the Life Orb. Okay. So at least we got the item reveal there. Okay, now I can forfeit. At least I have that information. I don't really think that helps me too much, but I mean, it's good to know the items and get as much information as possible. I think I'm ready for Game 3. I'm gonna go with Colossal for sure. Dragapult Colossal. And let's see how they respond to that. And I'm thinking I'll keep Urshifu and Rillaboom in the back. Urshifu and Rillaboom are pretty good. Rillaboom to change terrain, and Urshifu, because Urshifu is good at like breaking Protects basically. Because I mean, it doesn't break Protect, but yeah, its attacks always go through Protect, so I can like fake out Surging Strikes. Yeah, Urshifu is so broken, it's really good. Like, especially Urshifu or Rapid Strike, because you can break Focus Sashes and knock out Pokemon. It's just so good, Urshifu. I honestly prefer Urshifu Rapid Strike over the Single Strike. Single Strike is good too, but I think multi-hitting moves has their multi-hitting moves are just better in a way, because you know you can break Focus Sashes and finish off the Pokemon. So I mean, if Urshifu Single Strike could do that, that would be great with its Wicked Blow, but it's just literally a single strike, but the critical hits are still nice. Okay, so we're gonna go with this Dragapult, Urshifu, Rillaboom, and I think we're good to go. Yeah, it really comes down to what they lead with, but I mean, I feel like their lead for the first 2 games is pretty strong, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna go with the same. They could have, yeah, Coco and Kartana in the back. I mean, Raichu's kinda interesting, I guess. My Colossal's max speed, so even if they paralyze me with, like, the G-Max move from Pikachu, it should be fine. And if they don't, then they're probably going for Max Geyser, so I'm fine with that. But maybe they don't go for Max Geyser until, like, later on, because, you know, I suppose they have to respect that I could go for the Max Flare with Colossal, and then it'll probably survive Max Geyser from Pikachu. I mean, it's non-stab Max Geyser, so in the sun, I'm not sure how much damage that does, but I feel like Colossal could probably survive it. But yeah, I'd rather just go for Volcalith, because yeah, they paralyze Colossal with the Pikachu's G-Max move. That's just really bad. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna get to attack with Colossal, so I might as well just get the rocks up, and if Colossal doesn't get to move anymore, at least it gets that off. Alright, so they're gonna Dynamax. Yep, Pikachu. Okay. I thought they would do that. It's exactly what I was expecting. Okay, so if they like Max Guard, at least we get rid of the Togekiss. I mean, it wouldn't really make sense. I mean, unless they have like Yawn on Togekiss or something. But I mean, I'm pretty sure like the whole purpose of like Gigantamaxing Pikachu is to paralyze stuff, so there's no point in Max Guard Yawning. Okay, so they're gonna go for the Follow Me, as expected. Okay. Surf still does some pretty decent damage to Pikachu. That's fine. And proc that Policy, the Steam Engine, and Colossal is gonna get rolling. Get off that Volcalith. Big damage. Alright. Knock out the Togekiss. And let's see what the Pikachu does. Could go for Max Geyser. If they do, then I lose the Colossal. That's actually not bad, because then the following turn I can just go for Dragon Darts. But yeah, G-Max Volt Crash. I keep forgetting the name, but it's called G-Max Volt Crash. I called it like Gigavolt or something. Probably getting mixed up with Gigavolt Havoc. That's like a Z move. G-Max Volt Crash. Yeah, that's a scary Gigantamax move, because now both my Pokemon are paralyzed. Yeah, I am not happy about that at all. My Colossal's max speed. So yeah, Kartana's getting outsped, but I don't know if Colossal's gonna get to actually attack. That's the question. But I can target Kartana and go for Dragon Darts. I really need Colossal to attack this turn. Otherwise I might lose the game. Like, paralysis is like the most annoying thing. Like, I really would have preferred it if they just went for Max Geyser, but like, You know, not only Colossal's paralyzed, but like Dragapult's paralyzed too, so it's like really bad. Okay, hopefully we get to it. Awesome. Okay, we get that max flare up. So I should be able to win this game now. I should be able to win this game now. Because honestly, Kartana was like one of their biggest threats. Yeah, because I don't even have Incineroar in the back, so I mean I had Urshifu, but like then I can't lose Urshifu because otherwise I just lose the game. It's like there's nothing that with Dragapult's like paralyzed, but then I have what else? Rillaboom in the back. Like that's not gonna beat Kartana. But yeah, things are looking pretty good right now. So far it's 4-2. I mean, both my Pokemon are paralyzed, but let's see, maybe they have something like Discharge. And Pikachu with the Lightning Rod to get a boost from that. But I mean, I still have Rillaboom and Urshifu in the back, so I'm not too worried. And this is their last max turn, so I just stay in here and just go for Dragon Darts. And this should be a good game. I mean, I could lose at least one or both of my Pokemon, but yeah, it should be a good game because of the Pokemon I have in the back, so I'm fine with this. I could just go for a Fake Out with Rillaboom and Surging Strikes with Urshifu in the back, and yeah. So yeah, it should be fine. Let's see if we get off one last attack though. Yeah, the Power Hacks kinda sucks, but at least for the most part things have worked out. Been able to attack with Colossal. Let's see if that KOs Cole. Oh wait, Cole's gonna survive, it's really good. Ah, but paralyzed, okay. I still have Urshifu Rillaboom in the back, so I am not worried at all. And if Dragapult gets this attack off, then all I have to worry about is the Tapu Koko. And yeah, should be a good game. Okay, we knock out a Pikachu, so that's really good. Only Tapu Koko left. And yes, 3v1. So we're fine. Could just bring in Rillaboom. I don't want to deal with the Discharge Paralysis shenanigans, so just go for Fake Out. And could go for Surf. Dragapult's paralyzed, so I'm not going to try Phantom Force. So best bet is to just go for Fake Out. Surf. The rain is up, so that's also really good for Urshifu. You could also Protect, and so I don't have to deal with the Discharge shenanigans the following turn. Or just Fake Out Grassy Glide, Aqua Jet, like. Yeah, there's really not much that Koko can do. I mean, the Dazzling Gleam, then Rillaboom's just gonna beat Koko. And yeah, Rain's up. Urshifu's doing like 60 damage of Aqua Jets. Just use priority moves to just finish off the Koko at this point. And my opponent forfeits, so that's a good game.